So live look here over Westheimer. This is from the Galleria, and things are a lot quieter than they were just about an hour ago when that big cluster of storms raced through the Houston area. It's also really cool outside. Temperatures just after noon at the end of May in Houston are in the upper 60s. It feels great outside right now. I got a little bit of a breeze out there as well from the east at about 10 miles per hour. Temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than they were this time yesterday. That's a big reason why. So this was actually supposed to come through very early this morning. A lot of you may have woken up and said, well, you said it was going to rain and it's dry outside. It was behind schedule because this cluster of storms, instead of going over Houston, actually went over the Gulf. And then around 9 o'clock this morning took a beeline north, and that's what we're dealing with right now. Those storms lifting to the north, nothing severe at this point. That's going to be our next weather maker, though. This big bowling ball of a low starting to get its act together here in southern Colorado. There's snow on the back end of it, there's rain ahead of it, and there's even a few big thunderstorms across North Texas right now. These are going to expand farther south as we go through the day. So here we go with future track. This is going to get its act together as we go through the afternoon. As we get into the evening hours, figure around 6, 7, 8 o'clock this evening, a huge line of very strong thunderstorms will begin to develop here, extending from southern Oklahoma all the way back through West Texas. This is going to be the heart of the severe threat as we get into the evening. That line will race south after midnight. It's going to be on our doorstep. So figure around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. Notice all of the shading of orange and red and even a little bit of magenta in there. This is where we could see the chance for torrential downpours, frequent lightning, and also strong damaging wind gusts, very similar to the winds that we just saw with that line lifting north from the Gulf. That will continue to push through the area during the very early morning hours. So just getting into the start of the morning commute, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, this line is blasting through Houston and then eventually pushing down to the coastal spots before sunrise around 5 to 6 a.m. That's the cold front behind it. We're left with rain showers through about noon. So about this time tomorrow, things start to improve. And then we could see a few showers left over, but all in all, things will rapidly start to improve across the area as we dry things out getting into the afternoon. So here are the threats for late tonight. Damaging winds will be the #1 threat, a little higher than a moderate chance to see some pretty decent wind gusts, especially the farther north you go. Hail's not an issue. We could see maybe 1 or 2 weak spin-up tornadoes along that line, especially north of I-10. And street flooding is something that we'll also have to keep an eye on. In fact, the Climate Prediction Center, the Weather Prediction Center, has highlighted the Houston metro and points south into a slight risk to see maybe the potential for some flash flooding as we get into the afternoon. Good news, after tomorrow, we dry things out in a hurry, just in time for that holiday weekend. And the humidity drops as well, only briefly, but we'll take what we can get. Thursday into Friday, dew points will be much, much more comfortable. 9 days till the hurricane season, nothing expected over the next 5 days. There's your Memorial Day weekend forecast. Sunny and hot with sunshine and highs in the low 90s for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We just need to get through tomorrow. And again, mainly it's an overnight event. Should see improvements, though, by lunchtime, sure and min. And then we're off to a beautiful forecast here for Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend.